Every year, many women are screened for cervical cancer as part of a well-woman exam. But how much do we really know about the condition? Dr. Ed Uthman of Oak Bend Medical Center gives us the basics.
Cervical cancer is an abnormal growth in the cervix, which is the lower part of the uterus, where the uterus attaches to the vagina. It's very prevalent in the world, and it's one of the major causes of death in young women in the world. Fortunately, the deadly form of cervical cancer has gotten fairly rare in the United States, but the reason it's rare is because we found ways to prevent it. This is a disease that is seen mostly in women who have started sexual intercourse early in their life, who have had multiple sexual partners, who have had other sexually transmitted diseases, especially herpes. Another risk factor is cigarette smoking. I don't really know why it's a risk factor, but it's been well known for years that it has been. Unfortunately, this is one of those cancers that by the time you get symptoms, it's often too late to have effective treatment or to cure it. But the good news is that the screening for the early lesion of cervical cancer that leads to cervical cancer is very inexpensive, essentially painless, and readily available to almost all women. The Pap smear. Women should start getting Pap smears when they first start having sexual activity. And they typically have them until they lose their uterus or after they've been established in a monogamous relationship for years and years. They can probably cut back on the number of Pap smears.
The latest development in the detection and prevention of cervical cancer is the discovery of a link between HPV and cervical cancer.
HPV is the abbreviation for human papillomavirus. It's been shown over the past 30 years or so that most cases of cervical cancer are caused in part by the human papillomavirus. This is a sexually transmitted infection like other STDs, but it's typically silent. And the only way we pick it up is with the Pap smear or that other more new screening test we have, which is the HPV test. And we can actually test for the HPV virus at the same time we do the Pap smear if you use a certain technique called liquid-based techniques. Well, it appears, as best as we can tell, the new vaccine, the one that's approved now is called Gardasil. There's another one that's being tested, which I expect will be on the market in the next few years, called Cervix. But they appear to be incredibly effective at preventing certain strains of HPV infection. Now, unfortunately, those strains that it prevents, that it keeps a woman from getting infected by, are responsible for only about 70% of cases of cervical cancer. So there's still that other 30% caused by other strains that the vaccine does not protect against. And for that reason, I anticipate that women will still have to get Pap smears for decades hence until better and more broad spectrum vaccines are available. Girls from age 9 can get the vaccine Gardasil. It's recommended from ages 9 through 26. The side effects are minimal. There are no serious side effects. There have been no deaths reported from this vaccine. The biggest negative is its expense. It's a 3-shot vaccine, has to be injected over a period of 6 months, and each shot costs about $120. So $360 for a vaccine is very high. I hope that when the other vaccine is approved, there will be natural competition in the market, and hopefully that will drive down the price some.
For more information about cervical cancer and other women's health issues, visit Oak Bend Medical Center's website at www.oakbendmedcenter.org. For HealthWise, I'm Stacy Hawkins.